The Wellbeing Clinic for older adults was developed more than 10 years ago with a simple mission to bring mental health services to the residential aged care sector and to educate the mental health workforce of the future. We have provided counseling services, support groups, digital story services, and education to the sector. Most recently, we have expanded our services to include telehealth support and counseling. Over a decade, we have made a difference. We have seen the faces of residents light up as we enter the room, the look of joy and wonder as we conjure up computer images of their hometown, and the gratitude of families as we sit by the bed of an older relative and offer a listening ear. There's so much sadness and joy in some of the settings that we work in that makes our work so much more important and rewarding when we are able to make a difference to the lives of our elders. It's great that such work has been recognized, and even more satisfying that there's been recognition of the need for mental health support within the residential aged care sector. We are grateful to HESTA for shortlisting us amongst the many applicants that they have assessed for this category. Their recognition of the work that we've been doing is most appreciated. Telehealth as a means of providing support and counselling to aged care residents is still under development in Australia. There are few clinicians with such expertise and even fewer who can provide clinical supervision in this field. The prize money will allow us to continue training mental health professionals to work effectively within the aged care sector and to use telehealth as a means of delivering services. The funding will help ensure that we are creating a quality mental health workforce for the future in aged care.